If you have ever seen a review of this game before, or a let's play, or anything like that, you have heard this before. This game is a love letter to Marvel and especially the Spider-Man fans. From start to finish, this game is full of characters and references to the vast universe that is called Marvel. But would it capture my heart, or would completing this game be a complete waste of time? That's what I'm gonna find out today in this episode, the first ever episode of my journey to the Platinum Trophy. But why hello good folks of YouTube, and welcome to the series. Getting the Platinum Trophy in this game, that was a pretty easy task. There really were not any super hard trophies to get a hold of. Some pretty time consuming, yes, like the ones that I'm completing last here, but no really hard ones. The game is complete the game and you get the trophy. Play every main mission, side mission, all that, and you get the trophy. And that was a pretty easy task, all things considered. And as you can see here from the gameplay, the combat in this game is a pretty Batman Arkham style type of game, with a lot of offer in the more of the mobility form of the game. You can jump up in the air, bring enemies with you, slice them down with webs and stuff like that. And it also uses the same type of combat from Batman Arkham games in the stealth sections of the game, though, and I would say that is where this game is better with the combat. In the hand-to-hand combat like this, I would say the Batman Arkham games gets the better version, just because of one thing, and that is the easy to access gadgets that Spider-Man has at his disposal. Spider-Man has a lot of things that he can do, yes, but you have to switch between them manually. There's no shortcuts for him. I'm just thinking of Batman Arkham City that had all them easy to access together, and that's what puts that over the edge for this. It's a tremendously good combat system. That's just one nitpicky thing, that I didn't use all of them to the fullest because it was hard to switch between them. When that is said, swinging around the city like you see here is some of the most satisfying thing that I think I've ever been a part of. It's constantly I found myself just swinging around, using the zip lines, jumping over the buildings, running, super jump, all those things, because that's just so much fun. It's oddly satisfying to do that, and swinging has never felt better in a Spider-Man game, in my opinion. And we're also talking about how it looks. The art in this is tremendous. Like, New York has never been better in a game, in my opinion. And also, it was refreshing to see that you have so many suits and all of that at your disposal, and you don't have to pay for any of them, which is weird to say that that's something that you should get praised for, but that's such a good thing here. You don't have to pay for any, you unlock them by playing the game. Can you imagine playing a game to unlock the game's content? That is wild. That is wild. But that's such a refreshing take, and I like it so much. Speaking of other things, I like the story in this game. It was pretty damn entertaining. From start to finish, it was, like I said, stock full of Marvel fan service. And while I can admit that I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, haven't read the comics and stuff like that, most of my knowledge from this is from games and movies and all that things, but I would say that I did enjoy it. It had a lot of characters that I get to know, although, again, here the side missions I feel could have been better. Looking at the Batman Arkham games again, which is my best comparison for this, is that those games had more in the characters that you get to know, that I learned about. More characters in the Batman universe. I wish I would have known more about the characters in the Spider-Man universe. Although we did get to learn about many of them. And hopefully this game gets a sequel and we'll have even more of that. Because Arkham City had a lot of it. It was the best. Arkham Asylum had a lot like this. I was compared to that, and I would say this one is better laid out than the Batman Arkham Asylum games. So yeah, all things considered, this is a must-have for any and all Spider-Man fan, or anyone with a PlayStation needs this game. I will give this a completion rating of an 8 out of 10, and that is also what I'm going to give the overall game. As you will see right now, here we unlock the Platinum Trophy. All crimes are completed, which was the last one. You had to complete every single crime and all that things. And you'll see I unlocked the undies. And in a second's time, there you go. I Heart Manhattan, followed by Be Greater. And that is all the trophies. And this is the point of time where I realized that my game froze. Can you imagine? I get the trophy and the first thing I do is that my game freezes. Like, I cannot move Spider-Man. I try to jump, I try to move, I try to do anything right now. I can do nothing. Like, I have complete control over my webs and my gadgets and suit power and all of that. But I cannot move Spider-Man 1 inch. Which is pretty hilarious if you ask me.
Weird dream last night. I had 6 arms. What do you think it means?
But enough about my game glitching out. Here you see my completed list of the Spider-Man trophies. This is a pretty easy trophy, Platinum Trophy to get. You saw that 8.9% of players have this trophy. It's not super hard. It doesn't really have, like I said, any really hard trophies to get a hold of. Some are just time consuming, like taking out all the crimes, all the command posts and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I would just say that this game was pretty easy. Oh yeah, one thing I can also mention about like the bosses and stuff is that it gets a bit samey after a while because you constantly fight the same like 2, 3, 4 bosses, which towards the end gets a bit samey. But no, other than that, this game is phenomenal. You should really get it. And I would recommend just go buying it right now. But that is pretty much all I have to say about Spider-Man in this quick little review. Hopefully this is going to become a real series when every time I unlock a Platinum Trophy, I'll film it and I'll put it up here with a small review like this. And you can see the undies there. And a small, yeah, just my opinions about the game and my completion rating and game rating, where I can use my little knowledge of level design and game design and all that in order to make a somewhat decent video, I hope. But until then, remember that, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next journey to the Platinum Trophy. See you guys then. Bye.